Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're sat outside the new Bristol food hub. Is that what I've called it? Goods hub. Yeah, because it's a goods factory providing goods from planks and plastic and steel and stuff. Well, no other stuff, just those three things really. Which is where we kind of left off at the end of the last episode. And we're going to be working more on this. There was more, if you may recall, if you watched that episode, that I wanted to do here. At the moment it's serving the towns of Thiel and the town of Bristol, and I want to get it to send goods out to Yate, and I've been musing over getting extra goods, consumer goods that is, here into Felixstowe, and I've just thought, as I was preparing to start and engage with this recording, a way of doing that which we'll come to. But you may notice I've got two little windows open here. We've got a couple of little updates to deal with first of some old trains which could do with some updating. One of which is a fairly long-standing friend of ours, the Exeter Food Delivery, which takes food down from our first big hub really here, the food factory above Exeter. And I'm just doing this here now just to show off a couple of mod vehicles that you may or may not have seen before, just to show you what they look like. This looks like it's going to come in and change over from a BR or DB. It's changed now. Whatever that was. A Bundesrail or Deutsche Bahn. I think it was Bundesrail. To the Austrian OBB, which is a rather fine-looking diesel engine. It's a bit less powerful, but this service doesn't actually take a lot of food down into Exeter, so it's not carrying a great many of our wagons here. Oh, is that a 218? Possibly. Anyway, so what is it? It is an OBB 2143, and that's just going to take food down from there into the city of Exeter. Now, the other one I want to change up is the Northern Connection line, which this hidden train, come out, there you are, a lovely intercity unit, actually for taking with it some German wagons. I think they're German, aren't they? No, Austrian again, OBB. They're Germanic-ish, Central Western Europe, that sort of part of the world. Now that is running all three vehicles on there are running full. And they're all getting on a little bit now. So I think we have got room to increase the capacity on there. And the vehicle I've chosen to do that with is the Statler Flirt. It doesn't bring up in the pop-up there, does it? Which is rather annoying. Which is... No, don't replace that yet. Let's go in here. Electric multi-unit. It's one of our most recent. That's it. Statler Flirt from the Südostbahn, south west or east Bahn. I'm not sure. East, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure of my German. My German is to say limited. I can order a beer. That's about it, really. Now that's an electric, and that is an all uncatenaried line. So I'm going to have to replace those tracks with electric. I'm going to do that now. I won't have you sat here watching it. So I'll do that in a flash. A little bit of time-lapsey, speed-buildy kind of stuff, and then we'll get on with the main work of the episode, which is more freight, focused mostly around our hub here. Okay, so we've finished the electrification of that line, which means we should be able to replace those trains now. And yes, so we'll just wait for this one to get into station. I think this is the one that's closest to the next station online. Just check out the model, and then we'll get on with the freight business. I would have liked to have kept a diesel on this line, to be honest, and preferably a British Rail one, or whatever local livery we have in the 2005, which is the current year in the game. But there weren't any that were any faster than the 95, which this loco is. So it's currently 310 running costs. Just see if this is any better. It's a lovely model though, isn't it? I mean, the loco, the wagons. Oh, it's a lot shorter. Oh, it's only 3, but it carries about another 17, 15, 19 more people, more or less. And it goes, compared to our 95, goes 99 miles an hour. And it's over 500,000 or so more, or less, running costs than the old one. Anyway, so that will keep that line busy for a while. So what are we doing with our hub? Where is it? Down here. Okay, now we have a freight Yate. We don't have a freight station in Yate at all at the moment. So what I'm thinking is it would be nice if we could link it up, or enable it to be linked up. We won't do it here because I don't know if it's going to be necessary to this side of the town as well. So we don't want a terminal station in here as such. If we just look at the layout of the town, we could stick it over here, as it were. What side? That's north. That'd be east of the town. Top of the map, I think, is east. But what I'm thinking is, if we put a freight station down here, we can use trucks as we usually do anyway, to transport the goods around the town to the industrial and commercial zones as need be. So that's what we'll do. That's where we're going to aim to end up. But we're taking it from here. I don't particularly want to utilise the existing passenger track. We'll try and keep that fast and free for the passenger lines. It's not terribly good economics in the real world, to be honest, but I've got money to burn here, so I'm not worried. Okay, so I think we have only got the one free terminal left here at this hub. It only goes up to 5 platforms on here. Actually, what would be nice is if these 2 lines, that's the orange is going to Bristol, if the Yate one came out this side as well on the next platform up, which means moving this line, which is the Thiel line, to the outside. What we could do is, if we move the Thiel line in, can we do that? I think we can. Yes, if we move the Thiel line actually into platform 3, yeah, that goes in there, in which case we need to switch the Bristol cargo to platform 3, by which I mean 4. No, it can't get there yet. Okay, let's pause this for a second and let's have a check of our lines. So if we're coming in here, actually what we'll do, can we... Oh, let's get rid of all this. Right, let's take that back a bit further. Let's in fact stretch all our lines out. We're going to want high speed. It's not going to be catenary. Not that I've got anything against catenary, but you know, I'd rather not. Okay, so if we put you there, okay, that works for me. You can go in there. We'll bring you out here as well for the other line. So actually a nice sweet crossover here would do nicely. Or no. Or no. Let's get that out of the way. It just gets... Don't! Didn't mean to delete that, but I have. Okay, if we build... I don't want to build it too close to the station. I'd like to have the separate lines having a reasonable run at the station without running into interference from the other route. Oh, that's not going to work. Too much slope. Ah, don't give me that. Or curvature. Difficult to tell if there's a slope, but actually, thinking about it, this does tell you, doesn't it, the gradients. It does tell you here what the height of the cursor is. So 147. Ah, it is going up. So presumably, the thing with the crossovers is they need to be a constant gradient, either wholly flat or going up at the same rate. I think that will work as well. So if I were to let's take all these back to there, back to here, smooth that out just for the sake of argument. So if I were to draw this simply like that, I'm hoping that all that stretch is going to be the same gradient across all 3 tracks. Or is that wishful thinking? I could do it in 2 steps, that might be simpler, but I like the idea of double slipping this across 3. I don't think it's... is it... I'm not sure it's picking up the... no, it's not quite picking up the snap point like it does across 2 tracks. Oh, botheration. Right. Actually, what we could do simply is do that like that. Like, I'd like to get to 40. Good. And then like that. Okay, I think if we double slip each of these, I think that should work the same way. Yeah, that does. Yeah, okay. Right, so we should be able to then take this track out here, and that will join in over here. That will go across. Yeah, I think that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, so how are we going to get that across to this station over here? Should we put the station in? Stations. Here we go. Cargo. Is that as flexible or just a simple standard curved station? Oh, it's a standard curved one. Just wondering if it might be nice to have. Actually, it looks a bit short. It is only 160. Well, that's okay. These trains fit fine for the moment. Anyway, we don't need to extend that. I'm not worried. No, we're not going to worry about that. If that becomes an issue, we will do that at a future point. Freight station. Okay. This needs to be at least 240, I think. We'll put high speed in. No catenaries. Curvature. That's the wrong way. Oh. don't press the delete key when you want to press that key instead. That kind of works, I think. I've only got, yeah, we need 2 tracks in there. Actually, I'm tempted to have a single through. I've no idea why we'll use it, to be honest, but I am tempted to put a through track there. Yeah, let's do that. Station. That's the only thing with the flexible, you can't change the station. Actually, the station design there possibly comes from another mod with different colours. End street connection. Actually, let's put this left on all sides. That's good. Platform station, that's okay. Transit track in the middle, and we're curving it. That way. That looks good to me. Not sure if the curvature is exactly the same as it is for the passenger station, but that's not going to worry us too much, is it? Can we abut that at all? One of the great things I'm looking forward to, that looks okay, doesn't it, in Transport Fever 2, is the ability to create modular stations with a mix of freight and passenger. That's not quite good. That might work better. Yep, let's do that. Yes, creating stations with a mix of freight and passenger platforms. That should be... I think a word I'm going to use here is going to be immense. That is going to be wonderful to play with. Just building stations bit by bit, adding on the little bits that you want into the station design and plan, different platform lengths and everything. It should be simply incredible. Okay, let's get all these out. And am I going to be able to do a here that I couldn't do at the other station? Well, the answer is probably going to be no. I've done these before and they worked fine, so I don't care. If we need it, we'll come back to it later. Right, so that's where we're going. Oh, I don't like this road under here. That's going to get in the way, isn't it? Where are we going to come through? It's quite a long haul. I'm going to come across here. I'll have to cut through this side of the mountain. Yeah, this road here serves no purpose, so I think what we will do is destroy it. There we go. That was nice and easy. Actually, I'm just wondering, should we have 3 tracks? That does seem a bit extravagant, actually, doesn't it? That does seem very extravagant. We won't do that. We'll just carry 3 along. Why do you not want to play ball? Why are you not playing ball? Okay. That's better. I've been having that recently a fair bit in my game. The track, if I'm drawing great lengths, doesn't seem to like to snap terribly well. What I think I will do, yeah, we'll leave that bit there and we'll come and join that in a minute. The fun bit is going to be getting this track. It's going to have to go under or over that passenger line there. I wonder if we could. This track here is redundant. That was our original Bristol goods line, which was simply bringing food up from the food factory, the other side of Thiel. So we don't actually need all that there, so we can clip that out. There we go. Bit of a waste, because that, if I remember right, there's a lovely piece of bridge work in there. But, you know, times move on. And you need to redesign your network to best suit what might be the future, until, of course, you change your mind a little bit later. Right, if we can get under that track there, that would be rather nice. It's a bit of a bend here. Can we do that? Can we take it under here? Oh, we can. What about under there? Well, you can do it there as well, actually. That might be better. Whereabouts am I? Don't do that. Don't be silly, there's not too much slope at all. Right, that's probably the best we're going to get, I think. That looks good. But it does for now. Let's see how it pans out once we try and get it through the mountain. Okay, and you will join on there. Sweet as a nut. Excellent. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take that and run it across. I wonder if I can run it across the top of those houses. So I did that in Exeter years and years ago, in gameplay terms at least. And I rather like that, having a bridge going across the top of the buildings. You do see it in some cities. So what we need to build track. Can we page up? How far do we need to page up? More than that. Cancel that. Page up a bit more. Ooh, that works. But I don't think I'll use a wooden bridge for this. No, I don't think we'll use a wooden bridge. So, do we want all these roads are going to get in the way, aren't they? I'm sure if they can find houses to put out there, they will. Oops, like that one. They'll rebuild the roads if they need them. We keep this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, except I'm down on the ground again. 1, 2, 3, 4 was it? Yeah, that seemed possible. It is very close to that building. Okay, now do. Ah, sweet. That's a nice, sexy modern bridge. It is a bit close to the houses. Very close to that house. Do you think it might be wise to raise? Let's be generous. Let's raise it up one more. To there, say. The same bridge style. Oh. Ah! Gotcha. Right, that's better. Oh yeah, yeah, he's loads above that roof. I dare say it's not going to be a quiet living environment, but that's the price you pay for. Okay, now can I do this on both sides? Oh, it looks like I can, except I can't. It's that little country road. If I get rid of the country road, or if I build it inside, I think the problem is this bit of road here, so let's deal with that, shall we? A bit like that. Oh yeah, that's a lot happier. Cool, right. I dare say that road is a main connection. We'll put it back in just because I'm civilised like that. Was that a 2-lane country road? It probably was. That one. Okay. There you are. That's sort of going to line up, isn't it? I'll take it back a little bit. That's looking too ghastly. Doesn't look too ghastly, does it? No. Sweet. Right, results. Okay, so just need to line these 2 tracks up now. This should be easy enough, shouldn't it? Yes. That's not a bad curve. Okay, we'll take that. That's fine. Just bring you out as well. Join you up there. Sweet. Okay, so we're nearly there. Let's need to bring you down. We'll see if we can keep you close-ish to the passenger. Should we actually have them running alongside? I wonder how good that's going to look. How good that is going to work. Oh, that works quite nicely. I'm happy with that. That's cool. Let's get our I think this is our final stretch of track here, isn't it? Going up there. To there. And we just need to join you, that's it. Up with your bridge buddy up here. Sweet. Right, so we've now got a cargo station in Yate, linked to our hub here around Bristol. Okay, let's just set that route up. What exciting colour can we use for this one? They're all a bit sort of browny and orangey here, aren't they? Probably dark one. Dark brown, let's try that. It goes from there through to the 8. Okay, it's not doing the double tracking thing yet. I'll sort that out in a moment. Get my caps lock sorted. Okay, we'll call it that for the time being, and I dare say I will change my mind at some point. Okay, so we're going to need a... okay. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm not quite sure why it's not crossing. Maybe it's just lights. That's all you need, isn't it? You might just need lights. Okay. And these go on the left because we're in the UK, kind of. Brilliant. Right. Double tracking. Goes to the platform there. Result. Okay, so we need you there. And we'll want coming out here as well. On the way back, that should be good. Where's the platform end? Where's the end of the platform? I think it's must be here. We're not using all these tracks, of course, by any means, but putting the lights there just gives it a nice symmetry, I think. Let's just check. Yeah, that's looking fabulous. We might make better use of multiple tracks there later, but for the time being, that's okay. Right, let's get this freight station hooked up to the town. So, where are we? This is what we've got. Go to you for a second. Because there's no road connections, nothing is highlighted, of course. Ooh, we could go underground there, couldn't we? That's cool. Yeah, let's make use of what was there. So what? Whoops, stay there. So what town road style have I been using here? That one. It's just a matter of being consistent. I mean, it's something I'm not terribly good at, to be honest, but trying to be consistent in my road style is something I have attempted within each town. Okay. Actually, I do quite like building the tunnel first. If I can. I may be entirely wrong here, but I get a feeling I get less of this sort of sharp down and straight back up again kind of thing, or straight up and then straight down again kind of effect you get if you just let the game tunnel itself, because you're heading in a down direction, then you have to go back up again, whereas if you're flat in the tunnel, again, it's just minor aesthetics which appeal to me slightly. Okay, you need to come out actually from as steeply as we can do it. But what if we let's stop that, go back in, bring okay. That just looks terrible, doesn't it? Whose idea was this? Okay. That works. You see, let the game do it, and it works fine. Oh, I do so love contradicting myself. Right, I think that will do. And to get back across here. Ooh. This could be a bit more. If I need to tick something. No, okay. So no, I was just confused there by the cursor icon. Strangely enough. You can't cross on a switch. We know that. Like going out from here. Okay, you can build a really nasty humpback bridge here if we were so minded. Well, it does, yeah, collide with the track. Do it here. It almost suggests I might be able to build the bridge to start with. I get back down again in time. Don't do that. maybe not. That is getting... But it's very high, but then again... It did get that high when it was doing it itself, didn't it? Oh, this is going to be a challenge, I think. Oh, you can go down. Oh, you're going to... We could head straight into the residential area and just destroy all those buildings. It just seems like a stupid way to go into town from there, to be honest, doesn't it? Okay, let's keep that flat. Take it back as far as we can go. And what sort of style bridge do we want in there? We'll pick that one for no particularly good reason. That's a horrible slope, but you know, some things can't be avoided. I'm not sure that's any better, to be honest, but we're not going to waste time worrying about it. Is it possible to make that any less awful? Probably not. No. That will have to... No, I really don't like that, but... Okay, and that's a little bit awful as well. If we take you away from there... Bring you down like that. It's a much nicer slope. Will you... Yes, join up there. Beautiful. Ish, after a fashion. Okay, so we're going to take some simple country roads, town roads, join you up there, join you there, and there. All we need to do is put in a truck stop. And we will use... Oh, this is a funky new mod I added recently, which I've not used. Right. I've no idea what this will do. It looks rather good though, doesn't it? It does look rather good. I wonder... It's a little bit too big to fit there. That's a shame. What on earth is that? Is this really a cargo stop? I've no idea. Wow. No, you're ridiculous. Oh, you're quite cute. I quite like you, actually. I'm not sure I've used this one before. Can we? If we put you in there. That works for me, I think. Okay, excellent. Right, so where do we want to put our in-town drop-off points? There isn't a lot of spare room in here. There's a bit of space there. We could use that. This is a very simple truck stop. which you can only use for deliveries. That might work in there. It doesn't really seem appropriate for a large growing city, does it? That's the one issue with that one. I wish I knew how this one worked. I stopped pressing the delete key. Ooh, that looks better. Oh, that is sexy. Okay, I'm going to assume it is. Although it says U-Bahn Berlin, U-Bahn or U-Bahn, however it is pronounced in German, I understand as a passenger rail station, or system rather, the underground. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Let's put it in. It says truck stop. I'm going to believe it. Yeah, so where does that cover? That covers all the industrial. Apart from that little outlying area there, that's fine. And this little bit over here, which we should be able to cover with a... let's just rename that one. Call that the industrial warehouse. It does look a bit warehousey. We'll put something in here, which will go... Now that I've seen it, I do want to use this somewhere, just to see how the darn thing works. It's not covering a great deal. And it is all the way out there, isn't it? And that's also a little bit big. Will we use a default one? What if we stuck that in there? That and the other one might cover. Right, so I'm thinking I want to delete one of these roads. What are my bus routes like in this town? They're going that way. That's slightly frustrating. Oh, if it went round that way, it'd be okay, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that's fine. And the only issue then is if I put a cargo station there, that's coming from... Actually, yeah, that's... We could send it around. We'll send it round. We might get this to work. We put you in there. Or let's put you in there like that. Okay. Right, so you cover that area, and you cover... I've still got a nice chunk of retail now and stuff out here that's not covered. That's slightly frustrating. Unless we put in a little annex here, which would cover the rest of it. Where could we put that? Let's put... Would a standard one fit in there as well? It would. It's Destroys more buildings, but that can't be helped, can it? That destroys less buildings. That destroys more. Where do we want it? Where do... Ooh, ooh. Except it's not joined up. Oh, botheration. Right. One more go. I don't really want it at that angle to that junction. Can we stick it there? That sort of works. Okay, so what we want then is some cargo here. For the moment, I'm going to have one cargo route in town, I think. See if we can get away with that. Gate local delivery. And you can come from there. To there. Let's make you a colour I can see. Kind of brick coloured. Actually, no, let's not go there to start with. Let's go there to start with. Then there. And then there. And that, I think, works okay. We are kind of intersecting our bus route there. Okay, so I like to avoid intersecting bus routes if I can, so let's just put a quick waypoint on there. What should we use? Oh, I could do with a post box, I think, along here. That'll be good. So, gate transfer to there. That's better. Yep, that looks much neater. We're going around there. Down there, and we'll see how that works. We will see how that works. Right, what trucks do we have available for the 8 local delivery? Freight. Oh, we got. Oh, yes, we've got lots of. Transporter vans. They don't carry fuel though, that's a slightly frustrating thing. These do. 56 is a little bit fast. It's a little bit big. Oh yeah, they don't carry fuel either. No. Oh, you go very fast. You're not too expensive though, and you carry everything. As to oh, yes, you are nice and cheap. You're a bit of a big lorry. Okay, Eddie Stobart, you're in business, I think. 1, 2, 3. Let's put 4 on there. The 8 local delivery. Okay. And we need trains for our route here. And I think our best... the depot's down here. Oh, one other little thing off camera since the last episode. I tinkered a little bit with this depot here, which I put in the last episode. Just to have it so all 3 depot slots are tracked up so they can now be used. I just moved it back a bit and made some minor-ish changes to the track layout here. So we're going to want to go all the way up there, so we'll use this central depot here. I said depot, it's a depot. Dear me. Right, so what trains? We're running diesel. The Austrian 62, I think I'd want it to be a bit faster than that because this is quite a long route out to Yate. 99, that's very fast. Because I really like these Bundesrail 218s. They're good speed, nice power, and they're not that expensive to run. Whereas, we've got a new. Oh, I like. Yes, we should. Shall we keep it? Try and keep it within. The series is called Square England. Shall I try and keep it UK trains? Right, this there's a series of different liveries for the Class 58. They're a little bit expensive to run, but you know, I don't care. No, that's fine. I think yes, let's use that. So we'll take one of you, EWS livery, and the freight. Which of these wagons can we use? You carry everything but liquid, so you can't carry fuel. The way I've set the map up and the freight up at the moment is almost any good can be sent. The game is doing some remarkable algorithmic calculations as to what goods it can send where from where. So some goods are going by very strange and unexpected routes. But I like these container wagons because they carry everything. They only go 75, so that is slower than the train, than the loco. Oh, go on then. How many? 13, so that's 26, 52. Let's stick however many that is, 78. Let's stick that on there. Okay, it's got a good rating still. Do we need a diesel that goes it goes 87, doesn't it? I think 38 goes 37 rather goes 87 as well. I think no, we'll stay with that. I think let's buy that and send it to Yate Cargo Bulk. Whoa, it says it'll get there. Right. There it is, coming out of the long depot. So one of the slight thing is the icon of the container wagon doesn't present very well here in the short view, as it were. We're not worried about that too much. It looks fine actually in play, as you can see there. Right, so what we'll do, I will just speed this forward a little bit so it gets up to the station and we'll catch it there, and I think we'll wrap up the episode at that point. I'll be back with you in just a second. And here it is, pulling it into our Bristol goods hub, and it's on entirely the wrong track. Well, we've done this, we've had this before, haven't we? Right, can I get that across there? I think I need to put some more switches in on this side so they can come up from the depot and get to the right place without faffing around. Right, can I get you? Do I need to extend you a bit more? Oh, this is kind of embarrassing really, isn't it? It just goes to prove that I'm not terribly good at this planning malarkey. You may already have noticed that. That's it. Are you colliding there? Okay, you're not there. Okay. Right, so let's double slip you, double slip you. We shouldn't need to double slip you, but we will. Okay, can he do this? Yeah, there's a bit more to do in terms of setting signals on the tracks. And a little bit more smoothing, I think. Nice sound. Nice horn. Oh, that's the Bristol train coming in. While we're here, are you making money? Oh, you are. That's very nice. Excellent. And off he goes on his way to Yate. So yes, thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you, either by just clicking a like. The thumbs up would be great. Even better though, if you'd fancy putting a comment down below, that'd be very much appreciated. Any suggestions, recommendations, even criticisms, it'd be great to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already done so, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost here in Transport Fever, thank you very much once again for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. But until then, bye bye for now.